And good evening mga ka-idol at tumililahon karon ang atuang ikaduhang Santo Papa. Kini mao si Saint Linos. Iyang kumpletong ngalan, kana ragyod Linos ra. Si Saint Linos kaysa una wala pagid mga pangalan. Wala kadugtong. So Saint Linos ragyod ang iyang name sa ato ang second Pope. Siya ang nisulong na Santo Papa, human ni San Pedro. So atong 67 to 76 AD. So karon atwa siyang paminawon kung insa iyahang mga achievement ug nahimo isip ikaduhang Santo Papa.
Among the earliest leaders of the Christian Church, Saint Linus stands as a significant yet often overlooked figure. As the first successor to Saint Peter, Linus helped shape the Church during its infancy, guiding it through trials and triumphs. Today, we'll dive into the life and legacy of this early pope, exploring his achievements and influence on the faith that flourished across the Roman Empire and beyond. Linus was born in Volterra, Italy, during the early 1st century AD. Though not much is known about his youth, it's believed that Linus was one of the earliest converts to Christianity, possibly inspired by the teachings of the apostles who spread the message of Jesus Christ. Historians suggest that Linus might have been part of the Roman or Italian aristocracy. Like many early Christians, he would have been part of a growing underground movement, one that carried considerable risk due to persecution by Roman authorities. Linus became closely associated with Saint Peter, the leader of the apostles, who had been entrusted by Christ to build and shepherd his church. Saint Peter is said to have seen great potential in Linus. He would eventually appoint him as his successor, passing on the mantle of leadership to him. This was a moment of great significance for the early church. When Peter was martyred in Rome around AD 64, Linus stepped into his shoes, becoming the second bishop of Rome, a title that would later evolve into the role of the Pope. He was the first in a long line of successors who would be regarded as the head of the universal Christian church. As the Bishop of Rome, Linus's leadership was vital in stabilizing and structuring the fledgling Christian community. He was not just a figurehead, but an active leader, helping organize the church as it navigated both internal challenges and external persecution. Linus presided over a church still largely underground. His role was to ensure the community's survival amid growing hostility. Yet, even under duress, Linus sought to maintain the teachings of Christ and the apostles with fidelity, ensuring that the faith remained intact despite the challenges. Though there isn't a large body of writing attributed to Linus, several key achievements are often credited to his papacy. The ordination of bishops and priests. Linus is said to have been instrumental in the ordination of bishops and priests in various regions of the Roman Empire, helping to establish a formal structure within the church. This was essential for ensuring continuity in the preaching of the gospel. Introduction of liturgical customs. According to some traditions, Linus helped introduce customs such as the covering of women's heads during church gatherings, a practice that symbolized respect and humility in worship. Continued resistance to persecution. Under Linus's leadership, the church continued to face persecution from Roman authorities, but his calm and steadfast faith allowed the Christian community to grow in numbers, as Linus emphasized peace, resilience, and the promise of eternal life. Like many early Christian leaders, Linus is believed to have faced persecution. Some accounts suggest that he died a martyr's death around AD 76, though other sources claim he died a natural death. Regardless of how he passed, Linus left behind a legacy of faithfulness, perseverance, and leadership. Linus was buried in the Vatican, near the site where St. Peter himself was interred, a fitting honor for the man who had inherited Peter's mantle. His feast day is celebrated on September 23rd, a reminder of the crucial role he played in guiding the early church. Linus's legacy lives on. As the first pope after Peter, he helped establish a foundation that would allow the church to flourish even amidst adversity. Today, every pope who leads the church traces their lineage back to St. Peter. But it was Linus who first walked in Peter's footsteps. The church would endure. Though his story may not be as well known as others in early Christianity, the life and leadership of St. Linus were instrumental in shaping the church. As we reflect on his achievements, we remember a man who led with faith, integrity, and quiet strength. A man whose name stands at the very roots of a tradition that continues to shape the world today.